I personally set goals for myself, 12-month goals, and I know to achieve that goal, I have a plan mapped out. And if I focus on getting 1% better, picking one thing to focus on every single workout, I'm gonna hit that 12-month goal. Are you a busy adult who struggles to find time to prioritize their health? Maybe you want to increase your energy. Maybe you want more confidence. Maybe you want to lose weight. Here at Solid Rock Personal Training, our 45-minute training sessions are simple and fun to help you look good, move well, and feel great so you can live the active lifestyle you've always wanted.
Welcome back to the Solid Rock Personal Training Podcast. My name is Coach Gabe and I'm joined by Coach D. Today we're talking about why you're not seeing results. So Coach D, what would you say is the number one factor to why people don't see results?
Coach Gabe, the number one thing I see why people aren't seeing results is lack of consistency. So people want things to happen really fast and then they get discouraged when they don't happen really fast, and they fail to stay consistent. They might be consistent for 1 week, get the workouts in, eat really healthy, and then they're like, oh, I didn't see results in that 1 week, so then they start to wane a little bit. Or they might do it for a month, and then they might start to wane for a little bit. But not trusting the process and picking out a schedule for yourself from a training perspective and sticking to that week in and week out.
What do you think is the one thing that prohibits people from being consistent?
False expectations. I think their expectations don't have a deadline set on them, or they're unrealistic expectations. Like, hey, I want to lose 20 to 30 pounds in 4 to 6 weeks. Like, that's a great goal, but that's just a goal. There's no way to get there. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So like, people fail to map out how to get there, and then they get discouraged when they don't. And then it's just this vicious cycle where they just keep repeating themselves over and over and over again.
Okay. And you talk about timelines. What kind of a timeline do you think that people should make for themselves when they're going out and they're actually looking for results?
I think it depends on what result they're looking for, but we all can agree that no one's getting out of here alive, right? So what we teach here and what we preach in our philosophy is that you're training for life. Like, you should pick out something that's sustainable for you, that you can do week in and week out, that doesn't burn you out, that you can be consistent with. If I'm just going to go ham 1 week and I'm like, oh my God, that was so hard, that made me tired at work, it made me tired in other areas of my life, that's not a sustainable training program. So you need something that's sustainable for you, that's going to complement your life, and that you can continue to see results. But I would challenge most people to get back to your original question is, you should make your goal anywhere from a 6 to a 12-month goal. Okay. At the shortest, probably like 3 months, like that 90-day mark.
Okay. So it seems like you're talking about something that's more sustainable, and it sounds like you're just talking about a habit. How much of a role does habits play into people seeing the results they want?
Habits are everything. So how you do anything is how you do everything. So the little things you do, like not wanting to brush your teeth at night because you're tired, you just want to go lay in bed, is going to roll over to the morning when your alarm clock goes off. And are you going to get out to go to your scheduled workout, or are you just going to hit snooze and say you're tired? So habits are everything, and holding yourself accountable to following in line with those habits. As far as developing habits, like I said, 90 days is the shortest I would do, but anywhere from 6 months to a year is how I'd map those habits out so I can get to where I want to go and see the results that I want to see.
Okay. So let's dive into a few of our, you call them baby steps here. We have 5 baby steps that we go after. First one is nutrition. How much of a role does nutrition have in people seeing the results they want?
So nutrition is a really big part of it, but before we dive into nutrition, I would talk about sleep. So I would recommend, before we even get into nutrition, is that people need to focus on getting sleep, about 7 to 9 hours of sleep a night, so their body can be recovered, so they can recover from their training program, so they can be consistent in their approach to their health and their wellness.
And then from there, once they get enough sleep, does that lead you into nutrition from there?
Absolutely. If you're lacking sleep, you're going to make poor nutritional choices. If you're burnt out, if you're working hard, you're going to stress eat and not eat healthy. So minimally processed, nutrient-dense foods, whole foods, so fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, lean cuts of meat, things like that, things that don't come in a box, are going to give you a lot more energy. It's going to make you more consistent in every aspect of your life as well.
Okay. So we talked a little bit about sleep, nutrition, and the one thing that we see a lot here in the gym is people not actually challenging themselves with weights. what would you say? There's that balance between we're killing ourselves, we're burning ourselves out, and we're not pushing ourselves. Where do we find that balance between the two of those spectrums?
Yeah, everyone's balance is going to be a little bit different. For like myself, like I take training seriously. So when I come into the gym, yeah, like when I'm resting in between a set, I might kid around or talk to someone, but I want to be serious in my approach. I want to focus on getting 1% better every single time I come to work out. If I don't have a goal or a focus, then I'm just going to be working out for the sake of working out. I personally set goals for myself, 12-month goals, and I know to achieve that goal, I have a plan mapped out. And if I focus on getting 1% better, picking one thing to focus on every single workout, I'm going to hit that 12-month goal. For example, mine is creating tension in my body when I'm doing movements by going slow, and my body's gotten more lean, more toned, and I have less pain, and I just feel a lot better. So being intentional and pushing yourself outside your comfort zone. It could be slowing the tempo down, it could be increasing the weight, but not doing the same thing over and over again. If you have been coming for a month or two now and you see yourself doing the same splits on the rower or the same weight every time on squats, it's time for you to chickadee check yourself before you wreck yourself. So making sure you're pushing yourself in those positions.
Okay. And one thing you just said, you said that we're all different. We all have different goals. And something we see a lot here is a member comes in and says, hey, I want a figure like that. I want to look like that. What would you speak into when it comes to people comparing their results to other people's results?
This is one of my favorite quotes of all time. Everyone's body's different. Own yours and rock it. I know I'm not going to look like Dwayne Johnson.
Yeah.
You know, Gabe might not look like Coach Derek. Everyone's body's different. Susie might not look like Jill. Whoever it may be, all of our bodies are different. But if we eat clean, we follow the baby steps that we've mapped out, we're consistent in our training program, we're going to be the best version of ourselves. And if we feel good, and if we're confident in that, you're robbing yourself of a lot of joy if you're just comparing yourself to someone else. So do you, show up, do the work, be consistent, implement the habits or the baby steps you say that we've laid out for you, and you're going to live a fantastic life. But dude, comparison's the enemy. It just robs you of so much joy.
Okay. So today we talked about why you're not seeing results. You want to give us a quick little 30-second summary if you can put all together?
Yeah, we talked about why you're not seeing results. And I would say the number one thing is consistency. Show up for yourself. Don't make excuses. Don't let life happen to you. If it's important to you, you'll make time for it. So I just want to challenge all of our listeners. It's like, hey, write down a goal and then have a plan to get to that goal. If you just write down a goal, you're never going to achieve it without a plan. So have action steps to get there, okay? Make it consistent for you that you can do it in the long term. And then, we talked about several other golden nuggets, but, sleep is going to be extremely important to help you be consistent, and so is your diet. So 7 to 9 hours of sleep a night, and then whole, minimally processed, nutrient-rich foods are going to help you be consistent. So we want to see all you guys get fantastic results. And if you stick to these things, you're going to see a big change in the results you're getting inside the gym.
Thank you guys for listening. It would mean the world to us if you were to like, review, and share this podcast on whatever platform you're consuming on, so that we can help get the word out to inspire more people to look good, move well, and feel great.